Welcome back to Northwest Indian News. The Yakama Nation, in an exercise of sovereignty, recently issued Yakama Nation license plates. These plates are not Washington state plates, but serve the same purpose. They register motor vehicles to the government and are recognized in all 50 states and Canada. The new plates available to members of the Yakama Nation have been turning heads on and off the reservation. NWIN's Raven Speaker brings us the story.
Your friendly neighborhood Raven Speaker has come to Yakama Nation to meet some folks who are quietly changing the definition of sovereignty by the simple act of signing up for a license plate. Getting a Yakama Nation license plate begins with a visit to the Tribal Police Department. The goal is to make sure there can be no legal questions when one of the plates issued is driven off the reservation.
The vehicle has to be here. We have to inspect it to know that it's road safe. We have to follow these guidelines because, you know, they're not Washington plates, they're not Idaho, they're not Oregon, they're good anywhere. And if we didn't do all of this stuff behind it, the Office of Legal Counsel wouldn't be able to take up their case and defend them. On the bottom of the form, we also have to sign off if we believe this vehicle is safe to be on the road. And after that, we'll issue you a plate number, tabs, and you're basically on your way. It's pretty simple.
A Yakama license plate is good for 2 years and costs a money-saving $25 over that period. And in the short time since they've been issued, they're already creating quite a stir.
I was at the Pendleton Roundup and I was pulling out and people were walking by the busy streets, and it was kind of funny because those people stop, they look down, you know, they look back up, and I go, wonder if they think I'm some kind of really important tribal official or something.
I don't know if I feel like a warrior. I feel like I'm a representative of a government.
As nothing like this had ever been done before, we caught up with busy tribal chairman Harry Smiskin in Olympia to ask him how the Yakama license plate came about and whether or not it is legal.
Sovereignty is very much a priority. One of the things that happened after I first got elected in January of 2010 is the endeavor I wanted to take on was the identity of our Yakama people. The inclusion of the Treaty of 1855 of the Yakamas is just as important because it expresses that sovereignty in many ways. It affords the Yakama people a right to govern themselves, to regulate themselves, and to make their own laws and to live by those laws.
And I really think that Yakama Nation just opened up a whole new chapter to Indian country in general. And I think in the long run of things, this is going to open the door to many opportunities for economic development for individuals that want to start their own business, for individuals who believe in our tribe as being sovereign, but haven't witnessed our tribe to be sovereign.
The tribe's legal team has found both precedent and treaty rights allowing the Yakamas, and probably any other tribe, to create license plates and even register the owners of vehicles.
First, the Yakama Nation and its treaty enjoys a treaty right to travel that's pretty extraordinary as far as rights go and treaties negotiated between tribes and the United States. So it's a very powerful right that I felt, in my legal opinion, gave the Yakama Nation a right to commence this program to register and license its own vehicles.
Okay. I need a copy of your driver's license and enrollment card.
When the tribe took the first step in doing their own business with the license plates and taking that from the government and doing it themselves, that in turn says to our tribal members, you guys have this right. And the more that they understand they have that right, they're going to be more effective in getting the confidence and the knowledge they need to be entrepreneurs themselves.
It's a very distinct, unique plate. When you drive up on a vehicle, the first thing you see on the plate is Yakama Nation's arrowhead logo on the back of the plate, along with the Treaty of 1855, and it says Yakama Nation Treaty of 1855 on the plate. I think that instills a little bit of pride in that tribal member, knowing that he's a little bit different and unique than the rest of society.
One thing we are seeing is how this simple act of sovereignty is instilling pride in the Yakama people. As Tribal Chairman Harry Smiskin told me, for a people to be sovereign, they must first act sovereign. For Northwest Indian News, I'm your friendly neighborhood Raven Speaker saying, Dim Algik Nietsen.
Visit nwin.tv, where you can view every episode of Northwest Indian News on demand, including the stories you have seen today.
And in the short time since they've been issued, they're already creating quite a stir.
I was at the Pendleton Roundup and I was pulling out and people were walking by the busy streets, and it was kind of funny because those people stop, they look down, they look back up, and I go, wonder if they think I'm some kind of really important tribal official or something.